What is up, Blackheart Nation and PewTube? This is Troy with Blackheart Tactical here, and yes, this is video number 3 dropping tonight. I haven't posted anything for a while, so I'm kind of trying to just churn out a little bit of content for you guys, because I know if you're like me, if you follow YouTube and they don't put out enough stuff, you kind of get disinterested. You guys got to understand though, we do run a business here. I'm kind of a stay-at-home father as well, with 4 little boys, so YouTube isn't my first priority, and you guys have to understand. But I did a video a while back on our budget AR build, and then we did a follow-up video to that about a not-so-budget AR. And in that video about the not-so-budget AR, we talked about my Lewis Machining Tool CQBPS16, and we mentioned some upgrades that we wanted to make in the future. Well, we have done those upgrades, and I wanted to drop a quick video here and kind of discuss what we did. So if you guys haven't watched that video, I'll link it down in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we do have empty mag, well, and the bolt is to the rear. The chamber is clear. Alright, so in the first video, I mentioned that I got this during a trade. The guy didn't know what he had, and it worked out for me. I traded a SCAR 17 for a SIG MPX that had a bunch of aftermarket stuff put on it, a couple of pistols, 1,000 rounds of ammo, and then this thing. Now I got my SCAR on sale at a gun show for a ridiculously low price. That's the only reason I bought it. And like I mentioned in the other video, this gun directly from Lewis Machining Tool retails at $2,700. So just on this thing, I almost made every bit of that SCAR investment back just on this LMT piston AR, plus the SIG MPX and the 2 handguns and the ammunition. So I came out really, really good on that trade, and I'm not going to let this piston AR go. So without further ado, when I got it from the guy, it had a Magpul CTR stock on it. Very minimalist, very nice. I have it in my safe. I'm going to keep it. But for this gun, I wanted to go with a SOP mod stock. B5 Systems I looked into, and they're reasonably priced, pretty good product. I looked at some older BCM SOP mod stocks, really expensive, good stuff. I love BCM. I have a bunch of BCM stuff on this thing. But I found a company, J&E Machine. They are based out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, if I'm not mistaken. And they are veteran owned. All their stuff is made in the United States. So big shout out to J&E Machine and their SOP mod. Their SOP mod stock is pretty freaking awesome. It's got a nice grippy butt pad on it. It's got waterproof battery storage on both sides. And it gives you a great cheek well reference when you pull that weapon up to fire. So that was the first thing we switched out. The second thing we switched out was we took off the old style A2 removable sights, and we put on some. I actually found these Ruger flip up sights for pretty cheap. I think it's like $38 for the set. I didn't buy them. I got them in a trade. But if you were to buy them, that's about what they retail for, is about $38. Kind of designed a la the Magpul style. Pretty good sights, not going to complain. Anybody who's watched a couple of my videos knows I'm constantly wheeling and dealing. I had a Vortex Spitfire 3x prism scope that I wasn't using. It just been sitting in my safe for a long while. And so first thing we did was hop on Arms List. I'm a huge fan of Arms List. If you guys don't know about it, check it out, armslist.com. It's kind of like a swap meet for gun stuff and guns. Guy out of Ohio was getting rid of this 6-hour Romeo 4H red dot sight. Now it is a micro red dot, kind of in the same wheelhouse as the Aimpoint T1 or T2, and I'm not going to compare the two sights because Aimpoint, I mean, it's Aimpoint. If money was no object, that's what I would run. But money is an object. This thing, for the money, is a great little red dot. It comes with rubber bikini covers. It also comes with see-through flip down covers. You can change between 4 different reticles on this sight, and it comes with a lower 1/3 co-witness with a quick takedown lever, or a low riser. It's an AR, so I'm gonna run the lower 1/3 co-witness. I believe it's like a 2 MOA dot, and you can also do a kind of EOTech style 65 MOA ring with the dot. You can switch it to a BDC reticle. There's a couple of other ones in there. It came with the BCM Gunfighter grip and the BCM Gunfighter enhanced trigger guard. We added on, we took off that Shorty QD no name foregrip, and we added a BCM Gunfighter foregrip to kind of keep that. I mean, I have one on all my other guns, so I just went ahead and, you know, keep it simple. Now we are running the Surefire Mini 300 Scout Light, and if you are a brand loyalist, you might be mad at me, but I went on eBay and I found an airsoft knockoff of the Surefire temporary and permanent on switch. I'm not sure of the nomenclature to that, but the Surefire one's like $60 for a pressure pad. This one was like $18, and it has a momentary on feature and a permanent on feature, which the permanent's, there you go. It wasn't engaging, but now it is. So that's what we got. When I got this thing, it came with a Lantac Dragon muzzle device. In that video, I mentioned that I was going to put a VG6 Epsilon onto this eventually. That kind of worked out because we were able to recycle the Epsilon VG6 from our Franken AR, our little budget build, when we did a makeover on it, and we just put it right onto here, and I reserved that Lantac Dragon for another cool little firearm that we'll do a video on another day. Now, on this, I am running a sling with a couple of QD mounts that are built into the LMT's design in the rail, and then into the buttstock down here. If you guys don't know about this company, I am an authorized dealer for them. I truly believe in their products, and I have torture tested the heck out of some of them. It might show up in reverse, I apologize, but it's Ranger Proof Swag. The guys at Ranger Proof Swag are all former Ranger Battalion guys, and they have simple, sturdy, functional, awesome products, American made by an American owned company, veteran owned company. They do slings, knives, Glock improved trigger systems. They're great guys. They're a pleasure to work with, and they're easy to communicate with. But I love this sling. It's a quick adjust. It's got a pad on your firing shoulder side. There's not much more that can be said other than I absolutely love it. So other than that, I mean, it was just a few little tweaks here and there that we did. The rifle in and of itself kind of remained the same. All we did was switch out the buttstock, switch out the foregrip, and switch out the red dot, really, and then add a pressure switch. Just individualizing it for my preferences. I've taken this thing out since the last video we dropped, and I put I put almost 1,000 rounds through this thing during a range day with one of my buddies who's active duty Special Forces, and this thing ran like a dream with the new muzzle device on it. Oh goodness gracious, I can't tell you enough that I love my budget build, and it's functional and it's fun, but shooting this compared to that side by side, it's apples to oranges. It's like going from a Lamborghini to, a Ford Mustang. Yeah, they're both awesome cars. They're both going to perform outstanding for what they are. But it's just that the finer touches in this high dollar AR in comparison to, kind of a low budget at home build. So like I said, I'll link the first video down in the description below. If you guys haven't already, subscribe. If you like the video, thumb it up, share it. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the description below. We'll get back to everyone. Unless this thing gets like 1 million comments, and then who has time to answer 1 million comments? I don't. If you guys aren't familiar with us, go to www.blackhearttactical.net. We are a firearms training and Kydex holster manufacturer. Right now, January 23rd through January 27th, we're running a SHOT Show special. Since we weren't able to go out to SHOT Show this year, we're going to do a buy two, get one free holster deal. The code is SHOTShow19, all caps, all one word. Pretty good deal if you guys are in the market for a new holster or 3. Let us help you out. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. If you guys haven't already, check this out. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Shoot us an email. Whatever. Like always, stay vigilant. Stay safe. Blackheart out.